So, I went to church tonight, right? And it was a horrible mistake. They said Jesus is the only way to heaven, and I completely disagree. I've thought this way since I was at least 6 years old, that Jesus is not the only way. But what confirmed it for me was when Clifford told me that when he died of his head trauma from the car wreck he was in, he went to the light, and he had not asked Jesus into his heart yet before that happened. So I'm ready to have a straight up debate with people, because this is getting really out of hand, this whole Christianity bullshit about how come to the altar, give your life to Jesus. Now I know exactly how Michael felt whenever I forced that on him, and I regret it with all my heart. And you may not think this, but I'm actually going to be practicing witchcraft from here on out, as I once did before when I was 11, because at this point, I'm just up against a lot of spiritual warfare and tired of dealing with it. And if we're made in the image of God and we have the power that He has, then why aren't we executing it? Why aren't we casting out demons? Why aren't we speaking the truth to people in love like Jesus did? And if Jesus is so great and everything, then how come He was in love with Mary Magdalene? And how come there's books about it? And how come there's books about their children? I mean, what is the truth? People say the Bible is the full truth, but it's not. It's not at all. So, frustrated initially with everybody, especially the hackers, people who are impersonating me on Facebook and saying I'm a child molester. I want to clarify something that never happened. If I said it did, I was delusional, I was senile, I was on lithium, I was whatever the case may be. I've never molested anyone. Now, when me and Michael were dating, there were times when I wanted to, have intercourse with him, and he didn't want to, and I would force it on him because I felt like I had to have it. I had a sex addiction really bad. But he did the same thing to me, and I don't want to say what else he did because that's not the point of this broadcast. I can't believe I wrote this on my hand. John 3:16. No. The will of God was never for His Son to be crucified. I'm sorry. But that's not, we shouldn't celebrate God's crucifixion. We shouldn't celebrate His crucifixion whatsoever. We shouldn't drink His blood and eat His body. That's cannibalism. And we should celebrate Easter because that is when He rose from the dead 3 days later after He was crucified. That's what we should be celebrating. And on top of that, I like worship music. I love worship music. I think worship music is what brings us closer to God. I think that we can speak with the angels, that we can communicate with extraterrestrial beings. But I do not agree with sermons. I do not agree with these ideas that pastors are putting in people's heads of, come to church as you are. Oh, but you got to do this and this and this and this and this or you'll go to hell. Or you've got to say this one prayer. You got to say the sinner's prayer or else you'll go to hell. No, that's fucking bullshit, if you ask me. Fucking bullshit. So, I'm just upset tonight about a few things, but, anyways, it doesn't really matter, I guess, so, whatever.